actually.
All right.
Anyway, carry
Cool.
on.
Right, we're going to move on to the edge of hand blows, which is the judo chop of World War II combative. I'll borrow you some. So, these kind of shots get a bad rep, and you don't see them today in favour of things like hammer fists. A lot of combative systems, they like hammer fists. But the problem is that this slimline target can get to places that the hammer fist can't get to, and the striking tool is exactly the same. You're still striking with this, whether it's a hammer fist or an edge of hand blow. There is no real difference. And we've got such good plasticity in our fingers, it's not going to cause you massive injury getting these fingers. But this is a slimline tool. Its aim is to destroy targets. Weapons and targets. That's all martial arts is. Weapons and targets, and how you bring the two together. So the edge of hand blow is using this hard side bit of your hand, the chop of your hand, right here. And the real trick to doing these well is understanding that you've got vertical edge of hand blows, you've got horizontal edge of hand blows, but the main point is your mass needs to come with it. So when you are chopping down, it's not your arm or your elbow, you are dropping that weight with it. You might be stepping, stamping, rolling, crunching, but you're getting as much body weight into that shot as possible. Same with a horizontal edge of hand blow. Bam! You're stepping into that target, you're crashing into that target. You're not just bending the elbow at him, you are crashing into him. Does that make sense? So everything should be delivered pretty much as if you were like playing tennis, you know? Forehand, backhand, you're using your muscular structures to put power behind the shot. Sports are really good for this because, you know, you wouldn't bop a tennis ball like this, would you? You'd go, bam! It's the exact same thing. Bam! You're smashing him with this, using good athletic posture, using good athletic movement, using your mass, using your muscles, using your skeletal structures. So your edge of hand blows, you've got vertical ones which come down, which should have some degree of weight drop, and horizontals that come out. Okay? Now, the real utility is you imagine them like blades. They're just going to chop through everything until you chop through him. So I'll give you an example. If a grab's coming in, chop that, chop him. Keep chopping him, keep chopping him, keep chopping him. I don't need to learn several techniques. You think about something like Krav Maga, they might be like, right, we secure, hit, turn, do this. You know, like, a lot of martial arts will have sequential things where I need to have technique A, leads to technique B, which leads to technique C, which leads to technique D. You know, there's a lot of that in martial arts. In World War II combatives, if you learn chop, 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 everything is chop. The exact same effect has happened with one technique delivered with force and vehemence. Now it could be that the grab's about to come on, I chop it, I chop him. Could be the grab's already on, chop him, chop him. Make sense? Could be the punches come in, chop that, chop him. So all of these things are about chewing through what's between me and him. So whatever comes through here, bang, chop, chop, chop. And you want both hands just fucking chopping him up. The whole point really is to get to a position where we can start doing the back of his neck. This is the ideal. The ideals of this system are to get something on his neck or something up into his windpipe. But it's repeated blows. It's never just one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's cumulative. Each one of them should be fight ending in your intention. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck him, and fuck you. You know, it needs to be that level of force. Because you don't know, as soon as something blurs here, you don't know if it's a punch, grab, whatever. All you know is you just need to fuck it off out of the way and just fuck him up. Now it could be kidneys, back of the head, if you've got him up here, you've cleared those arms, windpipe, whatever. You might move over here, kidneys, nape of the neck, whatever. You'd land on this. But the whole point is being able to flow through stuff and just completely obliterate it. It should be like your buzzsaw. These just keep smashing. The whole principles are you should be moving forwards at all times. Imagine this is a big buzzsaw. Whatever comes through, zzz, that's what it should be like. You know, he should just feel like he's putting his hands in a wood chipper. Because you are, but bear in mind, don't end up in the position where you're trying to block. Right? Don't be in a position where I'm trying to block blows or react to the blows at all. all I'm doing is swimming through human. Does that make sense? I'm doing as little as I can just to smash him up. I need to break the computer. I don't want to spend time parrying and fencing these shots. You know, I don't want to be doing this. All I want is to just be getting through, chopping my way through. Whether it's a fixed, bang, that's fine, but I just need to fill that gap, fill that gap, fill that gap. Do you understand? So it's less so much a technique A, B, C, D. It's the notion that I'm using these weapons, I'm crashing through whatever's between me and him. My ultimate objective is ending up somewhere like we are now, where I can really cause some horrible damage. And then also remembering to move athletically. So as you step, let's say I'm going to do it preemptively, from here, bang, you know, I'm stepping into him, bang, crash him through. Everything is about the crash. I don't know the angles of the human body. He might turn, if he blocks, he's going to do stuff. You know, he's going to put stuff in the way. You've just got to be able to keep firing those edge of hands. It's all about cumulative anger and aggression, but your main targets are all around the neck. If you think about it, think about a German helmet here. This is why these shots matter. If he's got a helmet on and he's got, you know, he's got webbing and packs and rations and ammo and shit here, any shots in the chest aren't going to really do much. Any shots above the brow are going to smash my hands to bits. If he's got a helmet on, I can accelerate his head backwards easy. I could do that with a motorbike helmet today from a gang member. I could do it with a German helmet. Same with these edge of hand blows. The one thing that all soldiers really need some articulation on is their neck. They need to be able to look around. So these get very little padding, very little protection. So anything around this area is effective. I can get underneath the helmet and chuck this in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So they're things to work around armour that work as good today as they ever did before. But eat your way through whatever's coming, but don't stay back. I go forward so I can get to the thing I want to do at the fastest possible time. I don't want to be out here blocking punches like this. Eventually he's going to beat me. My job, bang, bang. I just need to eat them. You understand? Eat them and repeat them with these edge of hand blows. Give them a go against people trying to grab, that have grabbed or are trying to punch. Make sense?
Yep.
Here we go.